From emotes you can use to troll your opponents to emotes that help you dodge bullets, today we're looking at 25 emotes pros use in Fortnite, starting with the dip. When this first hit the item shop, it was insanely overpowered. By timing it right, you could instantly drop flat to the ground, dodging incoming shots like you were doing a drop shot. It was so broken that Fortnite had no choice but to patch it, but even now with perfect timing you can still use the dip to avoid getting hit. But it's not the only emote that's used to dodge shots, because next we have Shaolin Sit Up. This emote throws your character on the ground before quickly jumping back up, so with perfect timing you could use this to dodge a sniper shot, leading to some of the most insane plays. But it wasn't as broken as the wave, because back in chapter 1, Tfue discovered that by starting the emote and then cancelling it between pickaxe swings, you could harvest materials way faster.
So what I'm gonna do is just boom, emote, boom, emote.
A ton of players ended up using this to get a competitive edge, so Fortnite had to patch it. Although it's been fixed, OGs will remember this emote being completely overpowered. But the next emote is used by pros to show off their pickaxe, pointed out. We all know pros try to wear the cleanest skin in pickaxe combos, and this emote allows you to flex your combo on other players. Whether you're rocking something rare like the Leviathan axe or something tryhard like the Star Wand, this is the only emote that allows you to show off your pickaxe. Another emote players use to flex on their opponents is Fresh. But why is this emote such a flex? Well, that's because it's by far the rarest shop emote in the game, being gone for almost 2,500 days. Safe to say, if someone hits this emote on you, they're probably an OG. It's not the only item pros use for being rare, because we all know a ton of pro players main Travis Scott, and because of that, they also like his icon emotes. With Travis being one of the most wanted skins in the game, it's no surprise players love his emotes too. You could have unlocked Rage through completing astronomical challenges, whereas Headbanger could have been picked up in the item shop for 300 V-Bucks, but because they've been gone for over 2,000 days, most players don't have them. But they're not the only icon series emotes pros love, because next up is the Gritty. This dance was originally popularized by NFL wide receiver Justin Jefferson, who made it his signature touchdown celebration. It didn't take long for the Gritty to blow up on TikTok, and once it hit Fortnite, it instantly became one of the most used and most recognizable emotes in the game. From casual players to top tier pros, everyone was hitting the Gritty after big plays, and years later, it's still a go-to emote in the competitive scene. Another icon series emote pros use is Social Climber. This one has become popular in the competitive scene because some of the most famous pros like Mongrel and Clix hyped it up, and it's still one of the most popular icon emotes in the game. But eventually, Clix was added to the game as an icon skin, and he brought his own two icon emotes, Soggy Snap and Clix Groove. Because Clix is one of the most influential pros in Fortnite history, it's no surprise that a ton of players picked these up the moment they dropped, and these emotes are great for trolling your opponents. But Clix isn't the only pro to bring an icon emote to the game, because next we have Bring It Around. This was the Icon Series emote for Booga, and because many consider him to be the greatest Fortnite player ever, this instantly became a hit in the competitive scene. It's the perfect emote to hit after getting the W, celebrating the win and disrespecting your opponent at the same time. But the next emote isn't a part of the Icon Series. This one was actually a free ranked reward, Vanguard's Charge. It was unlocked through the Champions Road quest in Chapter 5 Season 4, and what makes it unique is that the color of the llama in the emote changes based on your rank from that season. And since most pros grind ranked mode in their free time, a lot of them have the Unreal version of this emote. The same goes for Burn Bright. This emote was unlocked through the ranked urgent quest all the way back in Chapter 4 Season 2. And just like Vanguard's Charge, it displays the rank you earned in ranked mode. It's a simple emote, but if you hit the Unreal version of it, it's basically a power move. We've also gotten competitive themed emotes in the shop, like the FNCS emotes, Champion Celebration, Victory Trophy, Winner, and Champion's Blade Splitter. These emotes are only available when FNCS events are going on, and it would make sense that players who actually compete in FNCS would collect the FNCS themed items. Not to mention the fact that the Champion's Blade Splitter literally shows off the old FNCS reward, the Blade of Champions. Most of these make returns with the rest of the FNCS cosmetics, except for one, the Champion Celebration emote, which has been gone for over 750 days. But the next emote is actually one of the rarest to see in game, Stake Your Claim. Now, owning the emote itself isn't really rare, but what makes it one of the most unlikely to see in game is that it can only be used after getting a victory royale. This means you'll only see it if you own it and use it after getting the dub, or if you place second and the winner uses it. This emote is super unique, which makes it one of the best to use after getting the win. But believe it or not, there is another emote that can only be used when getting a victory royale, because next we have Victory Von Doom. However, this one takes it a step further, because on top of having to get the win, it's also locked to a specific outfit, as it can only be used with Dr. Doom. But there is another Marvel emote pros use, because next we have Shapeshifter. This was the built-in emote for Mystique from the Chapter 2 Season 2 Battle Pass, but this isn't just any Battle Pass emote, because this one had a special ability. The ability to take a player's outfit by eliminating them. The reason this is so overpowered is because the built-in emote can be used against NPCs as well, allowing you to pretend to be a henchman or boss for easy eliminations. Another unique emote pros use is Crowning Achievement. This emote can be unlocked for free by getting your first victory royale in OG, Reload, or Battle Royale. What makes this emote stand out is that it shows off the amount of crown royales you've gotten in a season. And let's be real, pros are earning crown wins way faster than most players, so using this emote is a great way to show off your wins in game. But the next emote pros use is straight up disrespectful, because if you use the good guy emote, it sounds friendly at first.
Don't have a good day. Have a great day.
But players started cutting this emote short, making it say,
Don't have a good day.
Yeah, not so friendly anymore. This became one of the craziest ways to troll opponents, and if someone hits you with this after an elimination, they're not trying to be nice, they're sending a message. Hopefully you're not on the receiving end of this emote. Another time players got creative with their trolling was with the blowing up emote. This one was a part of the Chapter 3 Season 3 Battle Pass, and at first glance, it doesn't seem toxic at all, but when the sweats got a hold of it, they started making viral TikToks using this emote to look like they were taking a selfie of your downed body, and it caught on fast. Now, if someone hits you with blowing up after knocking you, yeah, watch out, you might just find yourself on the For You page. But the next emote competitive players use to be toxic is a little more obvious, Rage Quit. The name says it all. This emote has your character smashing their controller, and honestly, if someone hit me with this after an elimination, yeah, I'd probably Rage Quit too. But next, we have the OG trolling emote, Dance Moves, also known as the default dance. This is an emote that everyone owns, even brand new players, and because of that, for years, players have used this emote to call their opponent a noob. Honestly, I have to respect it because this one's a classic. But next, we have one of the most annoying emotes ever, Laugh It Up. This emote has definitely made thousands of players turn off their game, and because it's considered so toxic, it ended up being labeled a confrontational emote, giving players an option to turn off seeing it. Since then, it hasn't returned, and it's been over 1,200 days since it last hit the shop. Because of this, not only is it kind of a flex for being rare, but it's also one of the most disrespectful emotes in the game. Another emote that was added to the C confrontational emote setting is Take the L. This is one of the most iconic emotes in Fortnite history, and it's not just rare, it proves you're an OG, because to unlock it, you had to earn it through the Chapter 1 Season 3 Battle Pass. Because of this, it's one of the most wanted emotes in the game, but only longtime players can use it. But the next emote could have been unlocked through a tournament, Raise the Cup. This is the perfect celebration for a victory, and it could be unlocked through the Raise the Cup tournament or through the item shop for 200 V-Bucks, but here's the catch. This emote was only in the shop for 48 hours, and it's now been over 1,840 days since it was last available. At least there was a chance to buy Raise the Cup in the shop, because the next emote was exclusive to the biggest Fortnite competitive event ever, the Fortnite World Cup, and that emote is Kiss the Cup. Because it was exclusive to the World Cup, it's been gone for over 2,200 days, which means only the OG pros have it. The reason pros like this emote is because on top of being a flex, it's also a piece of Fortnite competitive history. But that was 25 emotes pros use, and if you enjoyed this video, you'll probably like the one on screen now, and I'll see you there.